Well, well, well. Well. EA has been bought out for a lot of money. Apparently, people are saying that it is 55 billion, and that is 55 American finger licking $billion in cash. And essentially, what is happening is that EA will no longer be a publicly traded company, and it will solely be owned by three entities, which are Affinity Partners. And yes, I know what you are thinking when you see that logo. You are thinking about Abstergo, right? Yeah, I thought I was tripping too, so don't worry, I checked, and it appears to be their official logo. But the other entities are Silver Lake and the PIF, which stands for Public Investment Fund. Or in other words, the Saudi Arabians that have lots of money. And these are basically big investment firms with lots of money. So what does this buyout mean? To be honest with you, I have no clue. This comes as news to me because I didn't think that EA would ever be for sale. Because EA has always had its place as a parent company that usually publishes other people's games. It's more or less like Ubisoft, but much bigger than Rockstar, for example, because Rockstar is a parent company and that is Take-Two Interactive, but it's rare that a parent company gets bought out. But in this case, EA has been bought out, and so have many of their investors. But chilly man, what happened to all their public investors, you ask? I am glad you asked this question, because by the looks of it, they are just getting bought out. Apparently they'll be getting $210 per share in cash, which I guess the estimated EA stock value is $168.32. But they are saying that EA's unaffected all-time high value is estimated to be $179.01 before the market closes in August 2025. So if people own shares in EA, they should be getting a really good amount of money. But I don't know anything about trading or if I read the information right. So don't really quote me on anything. I'll leave the link to the press release details so that you can read it for yourself and better understand it. When it comes to EA being bought out, all I hear is people saying Saudi this and Saudi that. But there is kind of a deeper meaning here. For example, the PIF has stakes in other video game companies. They have stakes in Capcom and Nexon. And if we didn't know, Nexon is the developer of The First Descendant. So that is the first thing. But something really interesting is Affinity Partners. Besides using the Abstergo logo as their logo, Affinity Partners is an investment firm that was only started in 2021 by a man called Jared Kushner, who is someone very politically connected. Not only because he was the senior advisor to the President of the United States, Donald Trump, but the guy is married to Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka Trump. And also not to mention that Jared Kushner is the son of Charles Kushner, who is basically a billionaire. So he's really when in Rome with these people. If you're going to get married to anyone, why not marry the child of another billionaire so that your family becomes a big symbiote of old money rich people? At this point, it's anyone's guess as to what will happen. Will EA finally make better games now? I don't know. Will the Saudi Arabian investors have any effect on the games that EA makes? I don't know. What will EA do with all the money? I really don't know. Because even with the 55 billion, I think it might be some of that money, or it might be some extra that is a $20 billion debt. So now they'll really have to work hard. I would say that it's almost like working at gunpoint. But for now, all we can do is wait and see, because there could be a bright side to all of this. EA basically has bosses now that they need to answer to, and there are bosses that want results. So maybe all the money that has been injected into the company could mean that they can afford to make better quality games. But who are we kidding? It's EA we are talking about. I don't think anyone really cares if EA chooses to crash and burn. They have already lost the fan base they once had. But I still wish them the best of luck. And with that, this is the Chilly Man signing off. I thank everyone for watching. Peace out.